Hi, good morning, my students. Welcome to our lesson for today. While waiting for your classmate to join our class, I'd like you to answer the bell work. I'm gonna send the link to our chat box, so you will be directed to the Nearpod. I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes while we're waiting for your classmates. So the bell work is, we call it my favorite no. It's a lesson from last week. One of your classmates answered this one. So let's see what went wrong with his solution. Okay, let's start with you, Liani. So what's wrong with the solution, Liani? That is correct. So using distributive property, Liani, this should be equal to negative 15. Okay, if that's negative 15, this one is correct. 7x um 5 because 5x plus 2x, and this should be equal to past negative 15. So 7x using subtraction property of equality, this one is correct. This one should be negative 15. So therefore, this should be positive 15. 15 plus 15, 12 should be 30. And then dividing both sides by 3. So 30 divided by 3, our x should be equal to positive 10. Thank you so much, Maria Lian. Okay, so our lesson for today is about solving systems of linear equation using graph. And at the end of the lesson, you should be able to decide whether an ordered pair is a solution to the system and solve linear systems in using graphing. I'm gonna send you to a breakout session. If you will be on the breakout room number 1, this is going to be your problem. Graph the following systems of linear equations into variable and make some observations. And for the breakout room number 2, this is going to be your problem. Make some observation as well. I'm going to send the link to the Desmos so you don't need to graph it manually and focus on um, graph observation. So the link for the Desmos is in the chat box, and let's discuss your answer and observation in 5 minutes. Okay, let's start with the answer of Maria, Liani, and Rebecca. Their problem was x plus 2y is equal to negative 2, x minus 2y is equal to 6. So in the near part, they answered, they form intersecting lines and they intersect at 2, negative 2. The slopes are different and the y-intercept are also different. Let's check their observation. So their problem is x plus 2y is equal to negative 2, and then the second one is x minus 2y is equal to 6. So as you can see, the two lines intersect at 2, negative 2. I like the way they answered that the slopes and the y-intercept are different. Okay, so the the solution to this one, the intersect at 2, negative 2, is actually the solution to the given system. Meaning, if we are going to substitute the value of x in either the first or the second equation as 2 and the value of y as negative 2, it should satisfy the right side as negative 2 or 6, both. We call them the solution. Now, notice that the graph is intersecting lines. If the graph is intersecting lines, we call the pair of system as independent. Sorry, independent. Independent system, form an intersecting line. Okay, let's have the work of Jessa and Arian. Jessa answered, their graph are the same. And so since their graph are the same, the slope and the y-intercept are also the same. Let's check their work. Let's hide this one. So their problem was y is equal to 3x minus 2, And then 15x minus 5y is equal to 10. The graph form an overlapping. So since the graph form an overlapping, we're gonna call them dependent. Dependent system. Okay. I want to ask you, how did you find the slope and the y-intercept, Chesa and Arian? Well, this one, it's easier to find the slope and the y-intercept because it's already expressed in the slope-intercept form. What about the second one? Very good. You need to express the equation into the form of y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, now, since the graph are the same, they overlap, everything that falls within this line are solution to the system. Okay, there are infinitely many solutions that will satisfy the um, pairs of system for number 2. Okay, now I want you to do this one individually. The Desmos link is in the chat box. Graph the following systems of linear equation in 2 variable and make at least 3 observations. I'm gonna give you like 3 minutes. Okay, let's see. What did you get on the, what did you put on the Nearpod? Their graphs are parallel, their slopes are the same, which is 3 over 2, and their y-intercept are also different. Let's check if that's really parallel. I'm gonna hide this one. So we have 4x plus 6y is equal to 12, and the second one is 6x plus 9y is equal to 12. Okay, the slopes are the same, which is 3 over 2, and the y-intercept are different. Since the graph are parallel, we're gonna call this one inconsistent. The graph are inconsistent. Again, if the graph are the same, they're dependent. If the graph are intersecting, they are independent. Okay, let us summarize everything that you put on the Nearpod. So when this is the problem from Maria Liani and Rebecca, intersecting lines, the slope are different, the y-intercept are different. From Jessa and um, Aryan, if the graphs are overlapping, the slope are the same, the y-intercept are the same. From our individual practice, if the lines are parallel, the slope are the same, the y-intercept are different. So meaning, even without graphing, we can determine whether the systems are independent, dependent, and inconsistent by just looking at their slope and the y or the y-intercept. Okay, I'm gonna send you to another breakout room. So this time we're gonna swap the groups. Maria Liani and Aryan will be paired, and then Jessa and Rebecca will do number 2. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. So let's check the group of Maria Liani and Jessa convinced me that 2, 3 is the solution to the system. They put there, when you substitute the value of x and x as 2 and y as 3, both satisfy the system x plus 3y is equal to 11. The same with the second equation. Or you can just grab it in Desmos and they will obviously intersect at 2, 3. That is correct. So if you're going to change x here as 2 and then change y here as 3, that's 11. This is 2 plus 9 is equal to 11. This is 11 equals 11. It should also be true for the second equation to make it a solution to the system. Okay? Let's have the group of Chessa and Rebecca. What are the ways to verify that the solution to the system y is equal to negative x minus 1 and 4x minus 3y is equal to 24 is 3, 4? In other words, how do we verify their intersecting lines and intersect at 3, 4? So they put there, graph them in Desmos. That's actually the easiest way to do it. And then see if they intersect at 3, negative 4. Or we can substitute the value of x and y if they satisfy the given system. So let's see If I have here y is equal to negative x minus 1, and then the other one is 4x minus 3y is equal to 24. Remember, our x is 3, our y is negative 4. So this is negative 4, negative 3 minus 1, so this is negative 4 equals negative 4. It satisfies the first equation, but hold on, we need also to satisfy it to the second equation. This is 3, our y is negative 4, this is 24, so this is 12. Negative 3 times negative 12, that's also 12. And this one satisfies, so meaning it is actually a solution to the system. Okay, now two linear equations are called systems of linear equations of a linear system. A solution to a system of linear equation in two variables is an ordered pair that satisfies both. I would have to stress out this one. Both equations in the system. Okay, now for your exit ticket, I'd like you to do this one in 2 minutes. Convince me that the graph of the linear equation form a parallel line and write your observation on the Nearpod. Let's check. What did you put on the Nearpod? So they form parallel lines if their slopes are the same and the y-intercept are different. Very good. Graph the system in Desmos. That's the easiest one. And then find their slope and the y-intercept if they're the same or parallel. We can actually check this. So if you have this one, 4x plus 6y is equal to 12. We find the slope by converting it into slope-intercept form. So negative 4x, that will give you 6y is equal to negative 4x plus 12. Dividing both sides by 6, so our y is negative 2 over 3x plus 2. This is the slope actually. Same thing with the second equation. If the slopes are the same, this one has a slope also of negative 2/3, regardless of what the y-intercept is, as long as it's not the same, then they're parallel lines. Okay? For your assignment, I'd like you to answer classwork 6.4. Thank you and see you again tomorrow.